Hello, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the ZeroGainz Podcast. We have Zero over here, we have Gains over there, and we're
What's up,
podcasting.
guys?
How are you
It is
doing
a podcast.
today? How are you doing today,
Good, man.
listeners?
Good, man. I'm so excited. Fabled time. It's time to cook, and Dreamborn is down because everyone's trying to cook.
Everyone is trying to
And we were
cook.
trying to we were trying to get on Dreamborn and pull some of these deck lists, and it was kind of a mission, right?
Oh, it
Because
was, yeah, we took a
everyone's on
lot of
there.
time to do that just for loading. But yeah, that's what we're
Hmm.
going to talk about today. I think we're just going to spend the podcast talking deck lists because we're all super excited. We're all cooking. And this is going to be a fun time. I don't know. I've seen some chatter online where they're like, this, like, this is the insane part. People being like, this set is like unbalanced. This is like, not going to be a fun set. Let's move on. Like, wait for the next set because this is. I think
Hmm.
even Ravensburger said this is kind of like a in between set where everything is being reprinted, and we're just trying to move into this new rotation with kind of a new mindset. But I think that's the
Hmm.
big thing for deck building, at least. New rotation. A lot of old cards coming back out of the woodwork, or like new ideas that can work because some like key meta cards from last set are missing, that kind of stuff. This is super fun.
Hmm.
I have this kind of fun every set, to be fair, where it's just like, oh, new cards. I get to build stuff, and like
Yeah.
I build some crazy stuff. You'll see one of my crazy ideas in this video, but it's gonna be fun. But yeah, how's the kitchen going? How's the cooking going?
Spicy. Very, very
Oh,
spicy. A lot of spice. Maybe too much, honestly. Very, very hot. But I don't know, man. I just like that the meta's wide open right now, except for a few select decks that are pretty obvious that are going to be massive, massive contenders for like the top tier one decks, right?
mhm.
But besides that, I think it gives all the jank decks an opportunity, right? Like
Love it.
illusions, any combo decks. So right now, everyone's just testing everything, trying to figure it out, right?
Trying to
On
figure
Lorcanito, but
it out.
I love it, man. This is my favorite part. This is my favorite part where you get really creative, and I think after the creativity part, or after like people stop cooking, is when the decks kind of go mainstream and we lose some of that creativity, right?
hmm hmm
Because everything feels like it's kind of set in, and everyone just plays the best deck, or most people play the best deck. But this is my prime time. Like I love
I love it.
this time of the season, time of the
Yeah,
set.
yeah. It's a super interesting thing too, because then once the meta develops, then everyone will be playing the meta. But that also gives avenues to people to like brew anti-meta, and then we got that going
Hmm.
on. But then the people who like stay true to the weird stuff, the stuff that isn't meta, kind of also have an advantage, at least over like the like I want to say middle crowd, like the people that aren't quite like pro super pro level, like
Hmm.
they will struggle into whatever weird stuff you throw at them. I think that was kind of the little niche I had when Blurple was just not being played, right? It's just nobody
Hmm.
really knew how to play against it. So like even my like kind of weird Blurple builds in the beginning could like win set champs and things like that. So it'll be fun.
Hmm.
It'll be fun. And we have a couple decks. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some of these like community decks that I caught wind of just that are interesting, and then we'll kind of talk about like our decks a little bit. But yeah, let's just jump into the first one. So we are recording today is Tuesday. We're recording a little early because we're gonna be a little busy over the weekend. But this will be coming out I think a week after our recording. But
Okay.
the day today, I think it's today. Brandon DeCandio just updated some of his Dreamborn deck lists so that we can kind of talk about those. First up, he has brewed up an Emerald Steel list. Apparently, he's trying to keep the hate alive because this is Emerald Steel discard, which we thought is gonna be good and gone. But honestly, I'm looking at this list and it's like it looks kind of good. But yeah. So the idea is Emerald Steel has lost Prince John, and we have lost Diablo in that deck. But there are some little bits of discard alive. I think I kind of talked about this in our last podcast too. But there's just the little bits of discard left alive. So we have the chip that came out last set.
Yeah.
So that is the easy discard. It's kind of the same thing as the Amber Daisy Duck that has been around for a while now. And we have Sudden Chill, and that's all that he. And the Ursula, of course, that got reprinted, the 2-cost Ursula. So that's kind of all the discard he has in this deck, but he has things like the Max Goof, and Max Goof can bring back a song when he's played if you pay 1 extra. So he's kind of like a 4-cost card. And all of his songs are under 3 costs, so Max Goof is able to target any of them. And so I think the idea is kind of like what I was talking about, where you use the discard as just like a and like the weapon at the end. When they're kind of running out of cards, you just hit them for just the last like 1 or 2, because you're not drawing from them anymore. You don't have Prince John, so you have to kind of use it sparingly, you want to say. But yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting idea, especially when all decks kind of suffer now from losing a lot of card draw. This is probably more effective, and you don't have to just like keep wailing on him with discard to get rid of him. But
yeah, it's looking rough on the draws here.
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's looking really rough. What do you draw with? I guess Max Goof is your main like pseudo draw engine, right? Because you can get stuff back and replay them, like Heffalumps and I'm Still Here, get you a draw. Tug of War, I think, is an interesting tech because it deals 3 damage to each opposing evasive, right? And 1 to non-evasives. I think that's pretty cool. There is a lot of, I mean, dude, this is, Purple has all the evasives. It has Elsa, it has Dumbo, freaking Dumbo, and it has Genie, right? Those are like the top 3 most annoying evasives, right?
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yes. So yeah, so it has 12. It can have 12 different evasives, and that can be kind of a problem, right? So they're like fully teched against evasives here. The happy, because most of these characters are going to gain. Green doesn't, or Steel doesn't have any evasive characters, but they have characters that gain evasive on your turn, like the happy, the Jafar, the Genie. And the Rapunzel is full evasive, but we also have the Jafar 3 costs, which boosts a character to strength when he's played. So this is like a pretty good way of kind of like fighting your opponent's genies because of the 4 willpower, right?
Oh yeah.
But I don't know, I like the attempt at bringing discard back. I think I'm not going to play this, but whoever misses discard. Go right ahead.
Oh,
right?
Sean P. Let's give a shout out to you, bro. Like, good luck trying to keep this set alive. But this Steel Genie is actually interesting. The Genie Dragon. I'm seeing a lot of Steel decks put this in. He's just a perfect stat line to take Dumbo out, and with the Jafar boost, he can take out the Purple Genie, like you said, but also opposing Steel Genies. And surviving.
Opposing Steel Genies,
that's kind of interesting. So like you said, the card draw, of course, is not there anymore. With Prince John gone, that's just going to be the case. Card draw comes from the Max Goof, you could say, like you were talking about, where you kind of draw it from your discard. But also, if you shift the Max Goof, you have the opportunity of playing a song from the discard. You can plus like in kind of like small ways like that. But it's kind of looking like, this deck is a little bit of a control deck, but it's gonna suffer a bit more than Emerald Steel used to, because the way they used to get you is they discard your whole hand, but every time they're doing it, they're drawing cards, so then they just keep that card advantage, and then they have the Diablo, so that every time you top deck, they just keep getting that extra card. But without that, it might be a little rough. But I think there's something.
I'm glad he's gone. I'm glad Prince John's gone. I'm glad Diablo's gone.
Oh yeah.
And green. I think they want to make green discarding fair, right? Just a 1-for-1. Like it's fair that way. You get it back. You have to jump through hoops to get that thing back, to get your action back. There's no Ursula that's singing it twice. The Sudden Chill. So you have to get it back from your discard, which is, you have to shift, or you have to pay 4 ink to play the 3-cost Goof, the Max Goof, and it just makes makes it not a broken mechanic, right? It just makes it just a regular mechanic that's a 1-for-1. And I think it's fair. I think it's finally fair. Discard's finally fair.
I agree with you. Like the word you use is fair, and I think that's a perfect way to describe this. Like, yeah, it is fair. Yeah, you're discarding your opponent's hand, but you're not drawing cards off of it, which is amazing fair
Yeah,
decision.
I wonder where green yellow is right now. I wonder how they're dealing with, because bro, they lost everything. They lost everything, right? They didn't lose Under the Sea, but they lost their Ariel, which was their card draw. They lost the Diablo, Prince John, another card draw. They lost the Kita. They lost
Oh, they
Muses.
lost Kita.
So they got wrecked, bro. They got super wrecked.
Yeah,
And also the yellow action, you forgot me. So they lost so much stuff.
yeah, I think green yellow discard probably can't survive this rotation because of all of that going away is brutal. Like they don't have anything left. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, if you're coping, you're gonna build like kind of a control-y deck, like a wannabe green blue, but green blue's just better, right?
But
In my opinion, green blue is just better.
maybe something more song centric. Maybe something not really discard, more song related.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something there.
Yeah,
gotta get
maybe
back in the
still
kitchen.
play Super Goof. Yeah, maybe we still play Super Goof, right? And then we do other things, right?
Super Goof, the red card.
Or not Super Goof, Max Goof. I just miss Super Goof.
Definitely Max Goof.
But yeah, play Max Goof, get some of those yellow songs back. Like what's a yellow song even? I don't even know anymore, bro. Just Be Our Guest is the only one I can think of.
There's, I don't know. We'll look at it. we'll try and cook it.
Yeah.
We'll come back. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Moving on. Let's go to another DeCandio deck. He has built for us Ruby Amber Princess Racers. I think this has more legs. I'll say Racers was already interesting last set. There's a lot there that we can work with, but we're gonna have to see if it has that enough to push all the way into the meta. But yeah, the idea it looks for this deck is to do Princess and Racers, which would be perfect if you can get the Vanellope like off and running. Yeah, it's gonna run the new Aurora, which discounts your Princess card after it quests, and it's running the Mulan shift line. It's running a lot of I think every Vanellope that's ever been printed seems to be in this deck.
Vanellope. Yep.
Yeah,
a lot of Vanellopes.
The nice thing is with the Aurora, if you can discount, you can maybe like swarm a bit with these like 1 and 2 drop princess cards. It has a Tiana, so everyone's been kind of raving about this Tiana. If you can get her off to the races, you could drop her as early as 2 with this Aurora, and then she could just keep your entire board protected from there. We have the King Candies, of course. This probably, I can see what he's kind of going for here, where the King Candy gets a lot of benefit from all these tiny Vanellopes if they get removed off the board. Then you just, oh wait, no, sorry, this is a different one. This is the one that returns another racer from your discard to your hand. Does he have the other one?
Yeah.
Oh, he has
but the King Candy that you're talking about is on the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. He has the other one too. So this is the one where whenever one of your other racers is banished, you kind of it's your opponent chooses and banish. Okay, I was wondering if you choose or your opponent chooses. So your opponent gets to choose who gets banished. And then
but it's still pretty it's pretty good, like, right? The King Candy forecast is solid, and just because there's less removal now, he just cooks. And also because there's less removal, Tiana I think really comes up and shines. Tiana 3-cost 1/4 Tiana, and she's obviously great on the play, right? Because you're going to be more the aggressor, but on the draw, people talk about that Aurora into Tiana on turn 2. It's like, I don't know if that's like one of the better plays. It doesn't seem that good, right? Like it doesn't seem that great. But if you can do like a later Tiana, once you swing in with all your stuff and your Tiana is exerted, like it's gonna be rough to deal with the Tiana unless you're running removal, which would have to be like a bounce because steel doesn't really have effective, right, for the Tiana. But green does. Green has Mother Knows Best.
Yes.
Also has your Welcome, which feels bad because you're giving your opponent 2 cards, but you're able to deal with the board. So that's kind of a plus. And red has B King, but they're going to have stuff on the board. Plus, if they have a King Candy, then you B King, you banish one of theirs, you have to banish. I think the Candy is pretty good right now, just because he sticks on the board. Like, he survives. I think the worst thing that can happen to King Candy is a Blurple Elsa on turn 4. They play him out, opponent plays an Elsa on turn 4, exert, take the King Candy, and that's it. Elsa only takes 2 damage.
Yeah, so that's the question. Does he sees himself though, right? Because he's a racer. So if you banish him, does the effect trigger? I think so, right?
No,
No?
not unless there's another King Candy. Yeah, not unless there was another
Oh,
King
it's
Candy.
your other racer. Sorry.
Yeah, it would be other
All these cards are
races.
new to me. We haven't seen it much or less.
Oh, bro, dude, I played so much with the racers
Oh yeah.
like last set. So like I remember all the like the little niche combos and interactions. And I personally really like Candy Rush or Candy Crush, Candy Rush,
Oh,
Rush. You know
the
that one like
drift.
the red yellow.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
Candy Drift. There you,
yeah,
there you go.
yeah.
Dude, I was thinking about the app.
Yeah, you're
Here.
thinking Candy
But
Crush.
yeah. So that can give your Vanellope +4, goes up to 6, which can deal with a lot of things. That can deal with a lot of things. And I think that this would have a decent time going second if it had Candy Drift. Even though it banishes the character, usually it's going to trade, right? If it's one of your small characters. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the Vanellope because it's not specific to racers, right? It's like any character gets +4, you draw a card,
Yes.
and then it's banished at the end of turn.
Yep.
And that syncs up really well with King Candy, because if your stuff's getting banished like on the spot, then you're going to be trading with your opponent. And the Mulan's crazy, bro. Mulan's crazy. Shift into a Mulan and then just like destroy 3 of their characters.
And if they're too big,
I think that's
you
really
Candy
solid.
Drift her so that she goes up to like what 10.
Shift, Candy Drift, 10, 10, 10.
Woo!
Take down one of your big Mickeys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Yeah, and then the other interesting card that's neither a princess or a racer in here is the new beast, the Amber Beast, that
You
buffs
beast.
all your princess characters.
Buffs.
So that's the thing. It helps because that gets all of, I think, no, almost all your princesses up above the threshold of getting hit by Under the Sea, or any like 2 costs, like, or any like 2 strength or under like removal that is possible. But Tiana's still not safe from that, and the 1-drop Aurora isn't. It comes down kind of late though, so it makes me question if this is like kind of the way to go. Because what I'm worried about is red green Powerline, which I don't know if I have up, but maybe we'll talk about red green Powerline a little bit. I'll find a generic list at some point. But they can shift on 4 and then sing Under the Sea with Powerline, which is, I think, maybe a concern for this deck. Because not only it'll wipe your board, but not only that, your King Candies won't activate because it wipes them underneath your deck.
The sea.
Under sea fashion. Under the sea.
A deck. Sea deck. Powerline is there's a lot of power behind Powerline, right?
Ooh, yeah.
But it's gonna come down to which deck can utilize Powerline the best, right? Which gets the most value. Green red seems like a pretty good combo, and I haven't played tested the deck much at all. I play tested yesterday with it. It's fun. It's cool. I think it's just missing a little something, right? Card draw is the Clairvoyant.
Like something is card draw.
Card draw. Yeah. Card draw is super lacking. That's why all these purple decks are so consistent, right? Because they have all this card draw. But it is fun. And I don't know, maybe someone will cook up a very good list and manages to kind of like push it into that tier 1, and it does really well. It's just the meta's so early,
It's
right? Like it's
early.
so early. People are just playing around with stuff and figuring stuff out. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but
No, but that's the thing though. That's why like I see people saying like, oh, meta's cooked or like we figured the meta out. Like, dude, they always say this every set, and like you
they
gotta be
always see
joking.
that. Trolls.
Yeah, it's not even out
Yeah.
yet. It's not even out yet. I mean, to be fair, some of them are like pro players, so they've had maybe extra access to some information, or they've
Uh-huh.
been like, or they're just that good maybe that they're like, oh, like we figured it out. But still, I think something will come like come knock in and just surprise you. So that's kind of the thought there.
Yeah. I mean, everyone's gonna have their opinions, right? Doesn't mean it's true, or it doesn't mean that even though it's a big player, right? Like even though it's like a well-known player, whatever they say, tiny grain of salt, right?
Yeah.
Like doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You do your thing. You build whatever you want to build. Play your jank decks. Have fun with it. And if you follow them to a T, that's fine too, right? You can follow them to a T, and you know.
Yeah. Well,
LoreGainz says Dino best deck. I mean, it might be true.
might be true.
You never know.
Very prolific player in the community. But speaking of cooks, we have one of maybe the best cooks of our generation. We have JDRR has put out one of his lists, which is for Purple Steel, which I'll say I don't think a lot of people have been cooking with this set. I feel like I don't know if they think it's like boring or it just didn't change as much. We
Mhm.
see a lot of like kind of generic Purple Steel decks kind of like emerging from the woodwork. So
Uh,
here we have JDRR. I feel like every time he cooks up a list, any card that looks weird in there just jumps up in price. And I think that is happening with the Yzma right now because he has
yeah.
added this purple Yzma into this list and now it's more expensive
Mhm.
than I remember.
Oh, okay. You probably
But
bought him out.
yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
Jumped in price,
Oh, yeah.
resale.
Yeah,
Let's
JDRR just
go.
is doing a
It's
business. He's figured it out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have that kind of influence on the market, right? Because I'm sure he does. Like he's a well-known player. He's a good player, and he is known to play like he's a purple steel guy. He's also a
Hmm.
blurple guy. Like
Yes.
he's very good with those decks, and a lot of people look up to him and his deck lists.
Yeah, no, you're right. He's probably like the Warren Buffett of Lorcana. So he just bought all the Yzmas and then told us Yzma was good, and then now he's gonna sell them again.
Yeah.
You figured him out. We figured him out. Come on, someone call the cops.
Warren, Warren Buffett. Yeah.
But yeah, looking at this list, I mean, this is the thing. Purple Steel, of course, didn't change very much because they kept a lot of what they
Mhm.
were kind of doing already. They have the Diablos still. They lost some of the purple one drops if they were playing them, but a lot of them were already playing this Palace Guard, which I think people are
Mhm.
sleeping on because he's 1/4. He drops on one. Really hard to deal with. Now even harder to deal with because we lost like Fox and stuff, right? He's probably gonna stay
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
field because Vanish is a nice keyword on Iago and stuff because then you don't have to pay very much to get rid of him. But this is a one drop. If you're spending
I know.
anything to get rid of him, then it's
It
already
feels bad,
yeah, you're
right?
already plussing off it. So what I think he's a very
Yeah.
good card. Um,
Unless it's like a one drop target, you draw a card,
yes,
right?
yes, yeah. Like I think improvise. Yeah, right. That I think it's sticking around too.
Improvise.
So maybe we gotta keep improvise
Hmm.
around for this. But
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that would make sense to play against this. It still doesn't feel that great, but like at least it's an easy way to get rid of him. But his stats are
Hmm.
good. Um, but yeah, they're playing back with the Captain Hook again. Cusco has come back, and it's a I think Cusco's stocks are gonna go up because he replaces himself. Like anything that says draw a card, stocks are gonna go up.
Cusco, Cusco two drop. Wait.
Yeah, two drop Cusco. We got Calhoun and
From
Doc, of course.
5 cents to 7 cents.
Oh, JDRR, you dog. But
The
yeah, we
goose,
got
yeah.
Cobras, we got Roses. I think Roses make sense now that we lost the Goats. It's more consistent. The new Lilo, let's talk about this. I think people like this card, and I'm
Yeah.
inclined to agree. Let me get a closer look because I need to read the ability. So what she does,
While you're at it,
yeah.
go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say she
No,
has.
I was just gonna say I checked the market. Guys, I checked the market just for you. This isn't Market Watch.
Uh huh.
This
Uh
isn't Goons.
huh.
But Cusco has pumped from what was yesterday?
Uh,
From 9 cents up to 10.
oh
So
my
guys, make
god.
sure to buy your Cuscos before
Now.
they go up
Now.
anymore. That's 10%, bro. That way it went up
That
like
is.
10%.
Yeah. That's crazy. What a price spike. Oh my gosh. But yeah, sorry. So this Lilo is a 3-drop 2/2. Ability: when you play this character, your other characters gain challenger +2 this turn. So it's a cricky, except not as strong. It seems like there are a lot of cards this set that's just like kind of pseudo replacements for old
Yeah.
like crazy cards. And then
Mhm.
her other ability is when this character quests, an alien character gains challenger 2, and the character can challenge ready characters, which is nice. I don't think he's
Very
running
nice.
any aliens. Yeah, he doesn't have any aliens, but I think she's
What's a
just
cool
there
alien?
as a cricky because when I played
Arrow.
like
Arrow's a good one.
right when I
Yeah.
played purple green, um, cricky was massive. What a massive card! Like it completely like flips like a play field like
hmm
immediately, and I think
Yeah.
we're gonna see that even in this set. You could say Lilo is like borderline like board wipe. It helps you board wipe a little bit. So
hmm
I can see why this card is getting a lot of value even without the second ability. It's gonna be good because we
Oh yeah, for sure.
did we
Yeah.
lose
It is
Cricky?
like a mini cracking. We
'Cause
did,
we did.
yeah.
So
I'm pretty
he's
sure. I'm
gone. So
pretty sure.
Lilo's
Yeah.
gonna be the Cricky for this set.
The +2 buff is massive, especially when you're running stuff like Diablo, Cusco. Like Lilo on 3, turn that Cusco into a 3 and your Diablo into a 2 and they replace themselves is huge, bro.
That's
Like
the other
that's
thing. That's
massive.
the other thing. She drops on 3.
Or a Calhoun.
Yeah, Calhoun being buffed to 5 on turn 3, that's gonna be big. Because you trade with
Insane
like
skis.
Rhino, you trade with like a lot of annoying things like Palace Guard,
With
all
a
this
lot of
annoying stuff.
things, dude. It Jay with a lot of things. Pretty
This
good.
this is
Lilo
looking
seems pretty
this
good.
looks like a really
This is
good deck.
looking
This
crazy.
deck
Yeah,
looks
this
good.
deck is looking nutty.
But yeah, so
I like it.
the special card for this is the Yzma that I think actually went up. I heard it went up like a lot in price, but I don't
hmm
know if you want to check the market watch. But this has been around for a while. But the really good part about this is it replaces your hand a little bit. It's you can exert her, and if you don't have 3 cards, you now have 3 cards, which
Uh-huh.
I mean, as purple wasn't very useful in previous sets because we drew a million cards anyway.
Yeah.
But we're not going to be doing that very much anymore. Plus, this deck is a lot more like drop your hand and keep playing kind of thing. So your hand will
Mhm.
probably be a little empty. It kind of makes sense to play something like this. We'll see
Yeah.
how the value of this card goes over time, but I think it makes a lot of sense.
No, for sure, dude. Yeah, like it needs, I mean, purple doesn't need the card draw, but having this as an option. And if you don't use its ability, you can always quest, right? You can always quest, you can always challenge, because she has decent stats. Like she's a 3/3. And
Quest for 2,
she
yeah.
also doubled in price from like
Doubled.
3 days ago. Doubled
The
price, bro,
JDRR
100%.
effect.
100%. Yeah. So very good stuff. It's cool to see Yzma back in action, right? I think she's balanced. She's definitely a balanced card. And like she comes up in those like very niche scenarios.
hmm
When purple steel is doing purple steel things, just emptying out their hand, she's like a doc, right? Draw 3 cards. So good.
Oh yeah, so good. But yeah, I think that's all we want. Those are the community decks that I kind of picked out for us to talk about because they looked the most interesting. There's definitely a lot of like stuff going on. I think we can talk about Powerline a little bit. We're gonna move
Yay.
into your deck soon, but Powerline right now, what are we seeing? We're seeing he seems to go of course really well with Emerald because that seems to be the feature deck that they will kind of want to have shown in this set because we have the Power
Mm,
Line, the Max Goof, it's all thematic, it all goes together. Um,
yeah. Cool.
like you said, yeah, deck looks good. We're kind of struggling with card draw. Um, I'm gonna be testing this out a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. But I don't know. What do you think
Yeah, check in
about?
with us, bro.
Yeah, what do you have any thoughts on this color combo at the moment?
Green red, I think if it high rolls, it can steamroll. Too many shifts makes it a little clunky, right? Like you're using a lot of
That's
cards
true.
from your hand. If you're running Clarabelle shift, you're running Max Goof, you're running Powerline shift. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of different shift options, and you can get kind of like riled up. Where the math can sometimes be a little weird, and also you can miss some shifts just because you're trying to ink something that you don't have, and then trying to get to something that you do have, and then if that shift line gets ruined before you get to it, you're just in a really tough spot there.
Yeah.
But if maybe sticking to one or two shift lines would work really well. If you're doing the power line, maybe you go power line and then Clarabelle just because of the draw cards. Or if you're doing power line, just go him and the Max Goof, just to like narrow down your options for shift. And I don't know how good this is going to be into a fast deck like Purple Steel. And I don't know how good it's going to be into a deck that really cooks in the late game like Red Blue. So time will tell, but I do like the theme though. I think the deck looks super fun. I definitely want to play it just like, I know you're together, but I definitely want to see it in action.
Yeah. No, that's pretty much it. I think I agree with a lot of what you said. It's it's always been a problem with decks that run too many shifts like that. It just gets clunky because like
Mhm.
it requires like the baby cards to get to the shift cards, and if you don't draw it, like if
Mhm.
you draw one of one and one of the other, they don't match. And then once you ink that one, of course you draw the one that needed that one, and then it's like, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna,
that's the thing about shifts,
yeah,
right? Like it's not the whole deck is good on its own, right? Like you need pieces. You need
right,
pieces. Like Purple Steel, you don't need pieces. You just play things, you draw cards, you quest, you challenge. Like everything just works on its own, right?
absolutely. But you've been cooking Powerline decks, so let's take a look at some of the other Powerline ideas, which I think these are. So there's the Emerald Ruby that everyone's been playing with, and then I would say these two are the ones that seem like they work the best with Powerline because of the songs that are available, you know. So yeah, we'll
Mhm.
go for you got Ruby Steel, which you hit me one game with this.
Dude, smacked your Blurple, but then your Blurple smacked me on the crackback
That's
on the
true.
second
The
game. So
crack pack, yeah.
pretty even. If you guys want to see the gameplay, go to my channel,
Yeah, go check it
and
out.
it is there versus Zero the Hero, and it's in the title,
Yeah, and
thumbnail
you're gonna
title.
watch me
But
a PowerPoint play with my camera. Oh, dude, I felt so bad about that when I saw it. I didn't know that was. You can
oh my
see
god.
because like in the middle of your video, my
Uh-huh.
camera goes back to normal. That's when my video got uploaded.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's wild. So I had it in OBS, and that window's much smaller, my
Oh
OBS.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it looks good. But when you like zoom out, it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It
That
looks
stinks.
blurry. But other than that, it was some really good
Oh
gameplay.
yeah.
So guys, don't let this throw you off. Don't let this steer you away from watching the video. Check it out. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah. My
fun.
apologies for the
But
2 FPS on my side, but it's still a good game, and
yes.
it doesn't really affect very much if you think about it. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, but yeah,
Where were we?
your Ruby Steel deck. Let's take a look. What have you got cooking here?
Yeah, so I think Ruby Steel is a fun choice. I think it has some really cool tools because it does have some draw options. This is just like a fun list.
Hmm.
I have only tested it a couple times. The one with ZeroTheHero was slightly different. There were just a few different options that I was playing against him. But a lot of the blue-red decks are going to rely on Maui Shark because he is your removal. Like he can take things, get stuff back, like Peaking and Undisputed, Strength of Raging Fire, and take out something else. So he's the way that you recycle your things. So he's kind of like a draw. Same with Namari, she can help you dig and find the things that you need. You can always discard your actions with Namari's ability and get him back with Maui Shark. So I think that's really cool too. And the Robin Hood is one of my favorite cards. It's always been one of my favorite cards. And he's in here because I think Robin Hood has a really good place in I guess in the meta. I guess you can say meta because there's no more brawls. There are small Sisus, but I don't think people are going to be playing small Sisu just by Sisu by itself, right?
It's hard to justify
So
because she's uninkable
yeah,
and you can't
definitely.
shift anymore. So it's hard to
Yeah, I
justify
know.
that.
So
Yeah.
she's gonna sit there, right? Evasive, 1-1, not the best.
Right.
So Robin Hood's kind of in a really good spot. Plus, Robin Hood can play Pirate's Life, Be King, Strength, One Last Hope, I'm Still Here, and the One Last Hope is there for the Maui Shark, so he can challenge into stuff. And same with the Mulan, so Mulan can challenge stuff. I don't know about Roxanne yet because she's a little bit conditional. I mean, 2-3 isn't the best that line if there's no singer, right? I think the Powerline Rush is pretty cool, but again, it's pretty conditional because you need to sing a song. He's also questionable right now too. Like I said, this is like a rough draft, but I do love the Powerline. I love the lines of the Powerline. If he can hit a Beyond the Horizon, or if he can stay Beyond the Horizon, and if your opponent's on a very like if your opponent's on control, like Blurple, then you can use Beyond the Horizon and just cook their whole hand. I know Zero. I know you were looking. You're trying to play around Beyond the Horizon, but it's hard, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't just spam the board.
Yeah. No, I mean, I wouldn't even say I was trying very hard. It's just I just don't have as much card draw anymore, so I couldn't even really fill up my hand. If Dumble popped out, like I think Dumble kind of popped off a little bit at one point. That's when I have cards in hand. But I do like. I was hoping that this card would get reprinted. One Last Hope, and they announced this late, so I was just like, oh, we're not getting this. Like we won't be able to do this anymore. But we did get the One Last Hope, so that's super super clutch, I think, especially for maybe if you're doing a Ruby Steel deck, which is a little more challenge centric, which yours is kind of like in between. Like you've got the challenging aspects, you've got the songs aspect. But if you're going the more challenge route, this One Last Hope will be super important. So I'm really excited about Ruby Steel. I'm gonna keep my eye on it. Like even if you don't go down the Powerline line, you have that challenge option for sure. But Robin Hood, you bring up some good points about Robin Hood. Who is that? Is it Lorcana that really likes this card? I think
Lorcana Dad, yeah.
I think they'll be happy to see that this is this is an option. So
Gambler's card, bro. I'm telling you. High rolls, Robin Hood, Mufasa, down in New Orleans. We love to gamble. Love to gamble. And Powerline's also gamble.
Of course,
the top four.
And of course you have to build a
Love
deck
it,
for this too.
Dude. Love it, dude. Red Blue is also a thing.
Let's look at this. So of course, when I saw Powerline, I'm like, of course, you're gonna cook something with Dino because Dino has been like your little pet project for a while now. But you've got a little Ruby Sapphire deck going on here.
Definitely a pet project, and a little Ruby Sapphire with some big guns because we can do All Is Found. We can play All Is Found, and it's a song. So I'm also I think I should be playing the 2-cost Powerline because he's a singer. Well, never mind. He's singer 4.
Singer 4.
I'm tripping. He can sing Beaking, but he can't sing All Is Found.
No, he can't.
But that Max Scoof can, but he just feels like a brick at that point. Anyways, so I like the Red Blue because it takes advantage of Shark. It can ramp, so it can get to your big boys. Plus, Down in New Orleans is one of my favorite cards, and you can play it out. And Down in New Orleans can hit a Powerline, a Robin Hood, a Maui Shark, and the Lilo really cool because if you play enough actions, if you play 3 actions, you can play her for free, and when she comes into play, you can ready one of your characters. And that character cannot challenge or cannot quest, but that character can swing, can sing, or challenge. So it leaves Powerline up for another song, which can be massive, like massive. So I like it. I like the little combos. And the Raya, of course, can ready your stuff, and they can sing again or they can challenge again.
No, yeah. I've also been looking at Ruby Sapphire for Powerline. I looked at like going harder into songs, and a card that I think will be good, or maybe good, is being reprinted is the Sapphire Mama Odie. I don't know if you
Mama Odie. So, yeah, she ramps.
Yeah,
she got reprinted.
She ramps. She got reprinted. she ramps every time you sing a song.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that as an option. I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah,
I love Powerline singing Dig a Little Deeper. I think that's gonna
dude.
be so good because that's card draw. That's like really good card draw because it's card draw
Yeah, draw two.
where you pick the two cards out of like
Yeah,
what is it, seven that you get to.
it's beyond like card draw, right?
It's amazing. It's super card draw. So I think
Mm-hmm.
there's something there. Yeah, no, I like it. I love it. I want to see what we can do with it for sure. But Powerline in general, everything I want, like I
Yeah.
want it to work. I want it to be meta. Until it annoys me, I want it to be meta. Just 'cause
Until it annoys us,
yeah,
exactly. Then
exactly.
then it's like no more.
No more, no
But
more.
dude, let's talk about your list.
Okay,
Let's talk about your Amber Steel list.
okay. I'll save that one for last because it's so
Okay.
jank, and I still haven't gotten it to work perfectly yet. But the
Yeah.
ideas in it are good, and I'll get
Uh-huh.
back to that. First, I just want to show my Blurple list. It's just what I started
Oh, the
with.
Blurple, yeah. Uh-huh.
I started cooking Blurple first just because I knew I was only at most probably going to use like one or two cards from the new set.
Mm-hmm.
And like, of course, we didn't have Dreamborn yet. Dreamborn was down. The app wasn't updated yet. So I'm like, this is the easiest thing to cook with right now because I already have all
Yeah.
the cards I'm working with. But this is just my first attempt. I did put a video out on my channel, but that was with the first iteration. But I made a mistake. I added Peter Pan into it, the Shadow Finder. That card's not
Mm-hmm.
coming back, so can't use that list.
Bro, everyone in the comments is like, Peter Pan is illegal.
I know. I said it
I
too.
like how you addressed it in the video. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like how you addressed multiple,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
everyone's like, we illegal.
Yeah. People who just look at my list, yeah, for sure. But
That's funny, bro.
no, it's it would have been so good though, cause like Dumbo and Peter Pan, I was like, oh, this. I think that's why I put him in. I didn't even think about like what set
A
he was coming in
dunk.
from, but he would have
Yeah.
been redone.
Uh-huh.
But no, this Dumbo is insane. I fleshed out my one drops. I have 10 one drops. I don't think I'm gonna keep it this way, but my reasoning was everyone was kind of like on aggro in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and missing my one drop, I was like, I'm gonna get run over. So, I just
Yeah, aggro.
I went
Uh-huh.
all the way up to 10. I'm probably gonna bring that number down. Yelana is the crab substitute. Obviously, we're missing crab, but she's really good because she quests for two.
Uh-huh.
That
Yeah.
pressure like it makes a difference sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbo, obviously, I still think this card's insane. I'm worried that it's too insane that they're gonna like make some changes, but
Does it feel like
it
pretty cracked?
feels
I mean,
really
it
good.
plays pretty cracked. Like it plays really
I
well
mean
because it
that
gets you that,
yeah.
like
Right.
it gets you in there, you know?
Yeah, and the thing is, he does have answers. Like the tug of war is a great answer into him. They kept Smash around. I think Steel decks will just put Smash in just for the Dumbo. So I'm not worried. But that is a concern, just because like he just unchecked he pluses super hard. Like he's
Mhm.
insane card draw. But yeah, we're keeping genies. We're keeping Iagos. They're even better with Dumbo now because now they can draw you cards. I added the Rafiki as kind of a rush answer to some of these aggro decks, right?
Dude, Rafiki's so good.
Right. He goes up to Challenger
So
plus
good.
4, so he hits for 5 off the crack, and then
Yeah.
if unanswered, he quests for 2. It's kind of nice. I like it. We're missing Fox, so this is kind of my like replacement. I would
He's
say.
your Fox, yeah.
Yeah. We're keeping.
And usually Fox came down on 3, right?
Yeah.
After ramp. Usually, yeah.
Or on 4, like if you're doing like
Mm-hmm.
Fox your one drop and replay your one drop. So
Yeah.
not too different from what we had before.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping Bells, keeping Elsa's. I added Baymax. So far he feels kind of good. My thought
Yeah.
process is no big Sisu, right? No B prep, harder to get rid of because
Mm-hmm.
he's big. He's a big guy. Also, we're missing Goat now. He's kind of pseudo Goat replacement because
He's
gets
kind of
really
like a
low.
goat. Yeah, on play. Yeah.
And if
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
answer, that's like 4 lore on your next quest because you usually have a lot of damage on you. So
Yeah.
that's my thought. I do mention the Robin Hood in my video, but I'm a huge proponent of this card, especially in an evasive meta. I think it's gonna be super good because he gets evasive on your turn, so he can crack back like take out Dumbos, take out Genies. Like that was the big thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Genie came out, I played this Robin Hood, caught a lot of people by surprise. Like everyone was on Genies, and at the moment this Robin Hood came down, they were like, "Oh, I can't quest anymore. That's insane." But other interesting thing, he gets evasive on your turn, so he can also activate Dumbo. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
stuff like that. Hades, Elsa. I think Elsa, the 8-cost Elsa, is going to come back. It's just a really good answer that is hard to remove now,
Mm-hmm.
especially in like aggro decks. You would think she comes down too late, but you're Blurple. She comes down earlier than most. But like if you're erasing somebody, she just
Yeah.
like bang out races right on the
Mm-hmm.
dot. So that's great. I'm testing Mufasa. I'm not too happy with it right now, but I like that he is card draw. Like, oops, sorry, I hit my mic. But he counts as card draw. Like he gets you cards, and then if he stays around, it's probably game over. He is a little bit more of a win more card, which makes me like kind of not like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everything else is about the same. Into the Unknown, I just added. I'm really liking Into the Unknown. It's just such a good answer. Especially when
It's
you're
it puts in work, right?
yeah, and when
Mm-hmm.
you're missing friends now, you don't have things to sing. You don't need things to sing friends anymore. It's a lot very available card to sing. It answers a lot of the things that Blurple has trouble with, like that starts early, like even like Tiana, right? Tiana
Mm-hmm.
answers it. Bodyguards that are in your way, just anything big, like gets rid of it. But yeah, no, Blurple feels good right now. This list needs to be changed probably. This is a lot of tech cards that I'm just trying out, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty happy with it so far.
Heck yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what it's all about. I mean, this time's exactly for that, right?
Yes. And to end it off, here's my pet deck that I was playing with yesterday that I had a lot of fun with.
Yay.
I had a lot of fun with,
Pet
but
bag.
it is not good right now. I will say it needs some work. It needs some work. But
Bro, tell
here's
us about the name though. Tell us about the name.
Revival Jam, bro. This is my deck. So Revival Jam. I'm playing Circle of Life, so that's the revival aspect of the deck, right? And I'm playing Songs, so
Uh-huh.
that's the jam. And Revival Jam is a Yu-Gi-Oh card, so that's cute. And then it's like kind of a callback because Circle of Life is kind of like Monster Reborn, so like Revival
Yeah.
Jam. It's like a Yu-Gi deck.
Dude, so good. The name is so good. I love
But
it.
yeah, so idea for this deck is we're pitching our big monster cards into the
Hmm.
discard, and we're gonna try and bring it back with Circle of Life. I full sent on my Singer 4s, so I have Troubadours and Ursula full set
Hmm.
because what I want to do is Singer 4, Singer 4. They both get out Circle of Life, right? That's one
Hmm.
way to do it. That's the current iteration, but I think I'll have to change it a little bit because it doesn't work like 100% of the time. But yeah,
Hmm.
Mulan, our one drop. There's a stark difference when you hit this card and when you don't, because
Yeah.
without it, it really slows down. But if you do get this card, you get to immediately, like drop. You need it and a big guy. We run the big Mickeys here as a. We can't play this card like naturally impossible to play. We want to pitch this
Hmm.
card into the discard. Hope we get it back with Circle of Life later. So yeah, Mulan,
Yeah.
you're hoping to pitch this or any. I run a couple of big guys just in case we miss, but does that.
Hmm.
I run Huey just as like a ramp option because he dropped on 2, and then
Yeah.
next turn you can either play 2 Singer 4s, or you can play like the 4-drop Aerial. You can play the
Yeah.
4-drop
Hmm.
Tinkerbell that I have, and then if you play the Tinkerbell, the next turn you'll ink up enough to shift it if you need to. So there's that. I have Calhoun there just as another discard option. She discards if you have
Yeah.
to.
The character you made discards it. Sick. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you Calhoun gives you the flexibility to choose, right?
Yes.
Versus a mill. Like
Yes.
you're right.
Yeah.
Chip and Dell or Chip or Dell.
Chip
I know
is
it
mill.
mills 3 cards
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
top
yeah.
of your deck,
I
right?
did think about that.
Yeah.
I may still try it, but the fact that it mills just like it's too random, I want to say. But yeah,
Yeah. There's no Chernobog either.
I do
So
have the new Jasmine. The Jasmine is cool because she has evasive, I think, on your turn only, but she has the evasive option, so it's like kind of an evasive answer to Dumbo or anything else. You can also discard to buff her up to do more damage. But Namari is big in this deck. Every time I miss the Mulan, once I get to Namari, like at least I get to start like pitching my big guys now that Namari's out, right? Yeah, and then I have Santorini just because I think he's a better card now that Big Sisu isn't around. And
Santorini, yeah.
if you get him out early, he's kind of anti-aggro because he just like bam, like blows someone up for 3 damage, right? So it's very nice. But combo, you can get Big Mickey out on turn 3 with this deck, which is one of the fun things.
Is that wild?
I get to do it. I got to do it one game. It was fun. But yeah, you just go Mulan turn 1, right? You play Mulan.
Yeah.
Turn 2, you play your Singer 4, any of your Singer 4s. Turn 3, you Naveen's Ukulele, and you use it on your Singer 4, so he becomes a Singer 7, and then you sing together with Mulan to get the Big Mickey out.
You're insane, dude.
Yeah, but no, I do like the ukulele too because it just like if you only have a Singer 4 against a Singer 7, you can sing Beyond the Horizon. You can sing Look at This Family. If you do it on the aerial, the 4-drop aerial, then she can sing the Circle of Life Alone.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So yeah, and then that aerial can sing the 7-drop songs alone too. It's all nice. It's all fun in theory. My problem in testing was like as I was testing it, everyone was playing Blurple, and the moment I get the Big Mickey out, they just Into the Unknown it. I'm like, oh. That was so much work just to get Into the Unknown. And then the worst part about that is that his effect doesn't even trigger because he got set to your Inkwell. So that's my problem with the deck right now. But
no, the problem is people need to stop playing Into the Unknown.
That's what I'm saying. That card is good. The funny thing is I did beat one of the Blurple players I played against because I had a really slow start. I didn't have a 1-drop. I just had Huey or something, a 2-drop, and then I was playing super slow, and he just inked 2 Into the Unknowns like as we were playing, and I was like, okay, well the moment I get this out, he's gonna miss those cards. But yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah, the deck needs work, but the idea is there. We'll see where it goes from there, but I just had a lot of fun with this deck so far.
Even if I lose, I would want to play the Giant Mickey. Even if I lose.
No, like, I think I managed to get it out almost every game. I think just one game I didn't, even because I was losing. I was like, okay, I'll Giant Mickey like out on the field.
Yeah, you're like doing your own thing. You're like just like trying to combo off. Like we got Big Mickey.
Yeah.
Quest to 20.
I was playing my own game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but, Solitaire.
Yeah.
Good stuff, dude. I love the deck. That looks fun.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But that's all we got for today. I think that's all we want to chat about, and then we'll see, man. It's gonna be exciting. The new set's coming out soon. We're all testing our proxies right now, but we're gonna have the new cards in our hands very soon, so that'll be fun.
But, very soon.
Yeah. Closing thoughts? I'll do them if you're all good. Anything else you want to add before I get there?
No. Just happy cooking, everyone. Cook your little heart out, and don't worry if it doesn't win all the games or if it doesn't win all the time, guys. Like, make something fun
about a thing. All right, sounds good. So, closing thoughts. I just want to hit you guys with, guys, don't let the negativity get to you. If you're having fun with what you're having fun with, keep having fun with it, right? This game, like, I'm kind of not plussed with the fact that we have to keep reminding people, this is a game, guys. This is a game. Of course, like, some competitive stuff might get you frustrated. Maybe, like, maybe DLCs were, like, the news was frustrating you. Maybe this and that was frustrating you. But at the end of the day, you gotta have fun with the game. Like, sure, there's like money involved. Sure, there's this and that. But if you're not having fun with it, I don't think it's worth playing. So keep having fun. And if you're not having fun, take a break. That's fine. That's totally okay. Some awesome new card games are out. I know people are talking Gundam. Like people are having so much fun with Gundam. Riftbound's coming out soon. If you want to go try those games, you should try those games out. But yeah, and then we'll be here in Lorcana when you come back, and then maybe it'll be fun when you come back. So that's all I got to say.
Good stuff, bro. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
And of course,
Well said.
Mr. LoreGainz and I will be here for the next episode if you guys want to tune in. And yeah, that's what I got for you. So peace. We'll see you next time.
Awesome. See you next time, guys.
Yeah, ZeroGainz Podcast next time. Bye.